So here's a picture of like one little brain cell neuron here, okay? What we're trying to do when we're learning information is we're trying to strengthen the connections that they make between the two that goes to another one, right? So that process in here is what we're interested in, and there's ways that you can take control of this to be able to help our brain form these connections. That's you understanding stuff. Memory is very much about having this in place, okay? And that happens through what's called brain waves, right? You know what brain waves are like? Do you guys know what a Mexican wave is? Yeah? You know, like, yeah, how you start here? Let's try one. Should we do a Mexican wave? Get ready, okay? We're going to start here, and then if you just go, whoa, like that, and you go next, let's try that, okay? Everyone, and you guys from this side of the room, the whole class go right through, and we'll do a Mexican wave. Everyone ready? Okay. Steady. Go. Very good. Let's try again. When you have a bit of information, that's what's happening inside these cells. They're going sequences, next to the next to next. Okay, I'm going to give you, get ready to start. 7 times 7 equals?
49.
49. Okay, go. 7 times 7 equals 49. Boo! All right? That's how it works. You receive information through your senses. Okay, you hear stuff or you see stuff, and it fires off a little electrical impulse that goes from one to the next to the next to the next, okay? And sequences. But surrounding this, there's another type of brain cells, 10 times as many brain cells, this one here. It doesn't work electrically, it works chemically, and it sits in this space between the two. And what it does, it enables you to learn stuff really, really quickly so that you don't even have to think about it anymore. You know, do you remember learning how to ride a bike? Do you remember how that was? Do you think about how you ride a bike when you jump on the bike?
No.
You don't think about it, do you? It's like wired in to part of our brain cells that enables you to do it without even thinking about it, okay? So that's a really cool thing. If you want to get really good at something, you want to be able to transfer what you're seeing through your senses or hearing, the way you learn, as quickly as you can over to these other brain cells, and I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? So if you don't look after your brain, it might end up like that, okay? So you want to look after your brain, little things, keep you focused in class and all that sort of thing. So who here, these are things like you can do, nutrition, like eating well. Who here, let's see, didn't eat lunch? Who's feeling hungry right now? Okay. Really hard to keep your brain functioning. Like it takes 40% of all the food that you eat goes to keep your brain's energy levels up, like to feed it, right? 40%. So if you're not eating, you're not getting enough energy into your system to run your brain function properly. Who here suffers from concentration problems in class, like concentrating? Could simply be that you're thirsty. Who's feeling thirsty right now? Like if you feel your lips, are they kind of dry? Could be that you're dehydrated, okay? So just know, when you're studying and you've got periods of time when you've got to concentrate, this not enough water is a major cause of problems with concentration, okay? So if you have a problem with that, it could simply be that you're thirsty. Brain needs the water into the blood to carry the nutrients to feed it, okay? To keep that energy functioning going. 30% of the water. And getting some air into your body, yeah? So oxygen, so like if you do a bit of study, then like take a break and get up and move around, get some air, maybe do some exercise. In fact, one of the things that they're saying in the United States to guys like you is they're saying, before you do any study, hold your breath, right? So they sit down and they're about to study and then they go, like this, you know, holding your breath, and a sudden burst of oxygen into the bloodstream helps to improve mental clarity. That's the idea. So getting oxygen into your blood is really helpful, okay? Here's a tip for you guys. Hold your breath before you do any study, right? Just for a little bit. Don't pass out, right? Okay? Because what we know is that brain gets tired really, really quickly, okay? It's called neural system fatigue. So if you're trying to learn stuff and you just find yourself kind of like zoning out, it could be because you're not getting some of this, all right? Little things that you can do. Making sure you're taking lots of breaks. So when you study, like study in lots of little short chunks of time, all right? Do little physical activities. This is called brain gym. Whenever you try to do activities that do a crossover, because we know one side of the brain operates the other side of the body, so this kind of stuff, if you do a little activity like this before you study, you know that sort of reverse rotation of hands and hand and foot going different ways and that kind of stuff is actually quite good for getting the two sides of the brain going. Yeah, that sort of thing, exactly. This kind of stuff, yeah. But I would suggest, and this is what I suggest to all students, is that you learn to juggle. There's been lots of research around improvements in people's academic skills when they have learned to juggle, because it's really good for brain development between the two sides of the brain. Does anyone here know how to juggle?
Sort of.
Yeah? You got to go?